David arose and went with all the people who were with him from Baal Judah to bring up from there the ark of God, whose name is called by the name and the Lord of hosts, who dwells between the cherubim. So they set the ark of God on a new cart and brought it out of the house of Abinadab, which was on the hill, and Uzzah and Ahio, the son of Abinadab, drove the new cart. Now what we see here is David saying, I want the ark to be here. So go get the ark, okay? Bring it back into Jerusalem. From everything that we know, David's heart was genuine and pure here. He wanted nothing more than the presence of God to be with him in Jerusalem. So David, he was excited. He knew that God wanted it there. The problem was that the way he went about it was not the way God told him to carry the presence. It was not the instruction that God had given for the presence of God to be carried. You see, on the Ark of the Covenant, there were 4 rings at all the corners. And there were supposed to be these rods, and it was supposed to be carried on the shoulders of praising priests. That was the instruction that God gave for the ark to be carried. But David chose the same style and the same method that the Philistines used. You see, the Philistines had made a cart, and it worked. It got it to where it needed to go. So his thinking is, well, let's make another cart, and we'll bring it back. But he didn't follow the Lord's instructions. You see, it wasn't the way that God said to carry the presence. And so David overlooked that, and he used the world system to bring in the presence of God. He used the world system of a cart. You see, we see this more and more in the church today. We look to the world to see what they're doing. We find what works. We put a Christian label on it, and we say, look, Lord, this is what we're offering to you. And he says, I've already given you the instruction on how you're to enter my presence. And we don't follow the instruction. You see, what we're saying is, listen, this worked for the world. Let's take his presence, put it on a cart, and let's honor him. You see, not only is it not honoring to the Lord, it is an insult to the Lord. How many of you guys know that he knew all the options when he gave the instructions on how to enter his presence? He knew all the options. And what did he say? Sing, give thanks, shout with joy, bow, kneel before me, right? He gave specific instructions on how we're to do this. We have to be careful that we don't completely ignore the instructions he's given and come in doing something our own way.